because below the pivot, trend will be now down. And we are open. U.S. people just woke up and said, the market's trading now? Oh, my goodness. A long signal. 6 minutes, guys. Be patient. Wait the 6 minutes. Those that are trading it, do it to the short side. For those that are experienced traders, do it to the short side. If you're trading through the open, experienced traders, you can do that from the short side in the near term. If you're waiting the 6 minutes, just be patient. You can do it from the short side if you're an experienced trader. All right. Hopefully that's clear enough. If you're not consistently profitable, 936, you will then say, okay, now I can start looking for a trade. Consistently profitable already, you're trading from the short side right now. There's probably, I think that we've got 2 or 3 people that are short from prior to the open. Is that right, guys? At least on the ES. I think there's one probably still short on the ES at least. So again, guys, these days where trend can change at the blink of an eye, will chew people up a lot. So be patient. No, it's so hard to wait. It's so hard to be patient. Get your big boy and girl pants on and just say, you know what? I'm not going to just press buttons. Again, those of you that are more experienced, keep trading from the short side for the near term. Target is a pivot. Target is a pivot. Tony. Once price hits the pivot, those of you that are short, squeeze your stops. Squeeze your stops in 2 seconds. See, there's the pivot run. How did I know it was going to make a run to the pivot?
Magic.
Magic. That's what it was.
Pure magic.
All right. How many of you experienced guys got those shorts in and did well on that one? Wizardry. Damien. Wizardry. Good job, starter.
Sorcery.
It's a little bit of sorcery. That's all, guys.
Good.
W on the ES. Hey, and again, you may not want to chance momentum, right? W on the YM, W on the ES. Not quite 6 minutes yet, so this is for more experienced traders. Easy, clean W, both ES and YM, straight from the pivots. You guys like that? Short to the pivot.
Like
W happens. W happens. Nice little trade. Bada bing, bada boom. Here's your W's. See it, guys? Little tiny compact W. That one's good. Who was asking the question about the W's earlier? I'm on the ES right now. The M's and the W's. That doesn't give you a ton of risk right there. That little W on the ES, that's a low risk W. Very low risk. YM, a little bit more on that W trade, but still nice little W. You're in it and you're long. And let it run a little bit. Just squeeze your stops up. Squeeze your stops up. Yes, just make sure you lock in. I don't know, maybe 2 ticks at this point. Target should be off. Targets should be off if you did the long trade. Hey, there you go. Hey, that's a that is not a bad short confirmation, but that's a little against our rule set there, Deaton. But have you done a call with Paul yet? Have you guys done a call yet?
We had an initial call, yes.
Paul call. First touch rule on the ES. First little sell signal with the smooth stochastics on the YM. Okay, good. All right. Perfect. I love the way you're going through things and building a plan, Deaton. That's the best thing you can do, because if you join as a member,
yeah, he's going to master it. He's got the
you
right
do-
mind. He's got the right mindset.
Bingo.
Speaking of mastering things, where's John? Jon. I haven't seen him in a while. Still on vacation?
I think he is. JON is still on the vacation. Now you look for a little W again. Mind the pivot, guys, on the ES. YM trying to make a little W here on the YM, and you're 937. Yes, I would just be patient. Treat this as like a little W if you want to do the long trade. Right here, treat this as a little W if you want to do the long trade. If it never comes through, you don't do it. Same on the YM, it never comes through. Yeah, start forming a little W. Target's off on the YMW. Target's off on the YMW. What does targets off mean? Targets off. What does that mean? So targets off. simply means we're going to take multiple contracts, guys. So we trade multiple contracts. So at least 2 on the YM, at least 3 on the ES. If you can't trade 2 on the YM or 3 on the ES and minis, then you need the micros. So when you enter a trade, let's say you did this little trade here, got long, then you would have a target somewhere around this area. And then you can move your stop to a no lose somewhere like here and guarantee profits on the trade. Does that make sense, Deaton? Nope, I'm on the YM, sorry. Let's go to the YM. Mind the pivot, guys, on the ES. Mind the pivot. It's all right. On the YM here, guys, you should be in that long trade. ES. You had a nice smooth hook on stochastics. Just do a little lesson here real quick. If you did this little W trade and you tried to get in somewhere around this area on the second leg, you took your target profit, then you moved your stop to a no-lose situation somewhere like this area. That way you guarantee profits on the trade. That's pretty much basically what we mean. When your target's off, get a target 2 off, move the stop to a no-lose spot or break even, which means you have a guaranteed winner. And then if it runs, keep moving. Nice, Paul. Yeah, be done. See you tomorrow, Paul. Have a great one. He wants to take out stops. Market wants to take stops. The market will want to take stops today. Look at this. Again, guys, what did I tell you? When you see those lower highs, higher lows, when you see those lower highs and higher lows, you're going to treat that like an M or a W trade and don't get caught in the middle. Get caught in the middle of the chop. See? Look at the YM chart, guys. See how the extremes? We already said that today. Probably going to see the chop around the extremes. You're getting it. Treat it as a W trade or an M trade. Do what Paul did, guys. Perfect, Graham. Yeah, it's really small consolidation. Like on the YM right now, you could probably look at that breakout as a W. Just always think through the risk. Guys, you got to think through the risk. Is a buy stop here and my stop having to start down here too much risk for me? If that answer is yes, you don't take the trade. If it's no, then you take the trade. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Another first touch rule on the ES. Another first touch rule on the ES in the downtrend now. Within the M, actually on the ES. And like I said, treat this consolidation on the YM like an M or W. Did anybody do the first touch M on the ES? Anyone grab that? YM, same thing. Sell stop below. Treating it like an M. Good job, guys. Good job. Downtrend. We're going to start selling heavier, guys. You got it on the YM. Had your stop here. You're ready to go. Get those targets quick. Harold, Riley, guys, start thinking. After you get a couple good trades, you got to start thinking, I might want to be done. Choppy day. Choppy day.
That pre-CPI stuff.
Yep. Mixed emotions. Now, again, after the run up from yesterday in the afternoon and overnight, you would expect to see a little bit of a sell off, which we're getting. Still two-way trading. Like I said, those of you that are trend traders, you're going to get a couple opportunities and you're going to call it a day. Old W on the ES starting to form from a zone. That means you should be flat on your short trades. To an uptrend. See how that works, guys? So those of you who are trading with the trend on the YM, you have a buy stop in. You did not take the short trade because it was not a downtrend yet. The little first touch rule looks like it's starting to form on the ES. Don't want to overtrade, guys. Just be patient. So if you did the W long, you got your target, and you pull your stop. Let me switch to the ES chart real quick. If you did the W long that we just pointed out, see, W's and M's. Get it, guys? W's and M's. Take your targets, pull your stop up, and the first touch rule forms an M up here. You're back to the short side. It's on the ES. YM still chopping around. Probably want to be a little patient on the YM, guys. Be a little patient on the YM. Still chopping. There's a nice little range. I mean, look at the range chart on the YM. You see the range. You see the range. Everybody say yes. I see the range on the YM chart. Everybody say yes. All right. Don't get caught in the middle of it. Don't get caught in the middle of the range. Okay. This is exactly what I was talking about in the opening comments today, guys. And YM's doing it right out of the gate. ES is being a little bit more generous to you, especially in that long W. Anyone grab the W on the long side for the ES? Yeah, we have a bull bear market today. It's a bear bull market. How about a bear bull market or bull bear market? Which one do you guys want to call it? Bear bull market or bull bear market? Anyone grab the W on the ES long that I called out? Now, if you did the long trade out of the chop on the YM, you may be filled on that, or you may just be patient and waiting for the YM to swing a little bit more. Nobody did the long trade on the ES. All right, no big deal. Take your time, guys. No reason to force trades today. Be patient. Get that one or two trade in, one or two trades, and call it a morning for yourself. Follow Paul's lead is what Paul S's lead. Get a couple of dollars in your trading account and be done. There is the range. Yep. Now you should have targets off on the YM long. See how that works, guys? You guys see how that works? Treat these like W trades. Follow along with that. Yes, you're just pulling that stop up to where the M would have formed, right? And yes, you just pull your stop up to where the M would have formed, and you're good to go. Stay long on the YM, stay long on the ES now. Now you got your short, and now you've got your long. That should be enough for most. Oh, you got some sell signals. So again, I'm trying to not have you guys jump in every little trade here. Although the ES is respecting the first touch rule pretty well right now. Flat on the long trades. Unless you just squeeze your stop up a little bit. Flat on the long trades, unless you're just squeezing those stops up a little bit. On the ES, more aggressive traders can sell below the lows. On the ES, you more aggressive traders can sell below the lows. I would be more inclined for you to say wait and be patient. The W's and the M's are working, guys. Just look on the charts. The W's and the M's are working, are they not? Somebody say yes. You see the W's and M's working, or we can go back through it. So stick with those. The M trades, the W trades. ES is already in a downtrend. Yes. Yeah, and it's changing fast too. So I'm warning everybody, guys. You're in a trend change type environment. Market's going to change its mind pretty quick today, and then go the other direction. So stick with those M's and W's. Pick a side. Well, what side might you want to pick on the ES right now? The M's. Probably going to want to pick that pretty soon on the YM. Not long before it turns into a downtrend. Stay short on the ES. Those that did the short trade. Good job, Damien. We'll work on that a little bit more in a minute, Deaton, M's and W's. I want to make sure these guys get their trades in if you give me a minute. Okay. We'll go back in a little bit, Deaton, and review the M's and W's. Again, on the ES guys, those people who are aggressive could possibly sell below the lows, or you're already short on the ES. And it's going to want to pop back up. Take those stops out. Watch it. Now, for all intents and purposes, guess what? The ES is now pretty much in a range. I am still choppy. Again, this morning the ES has been a little bit more forgiving than the YM has. Especially for those two-way traders. Short from 391. Nice fill, Tony. Good job. That's pretty good. Just a little late on the range chart, but still not bad there. You should have had a chance to get a target off at least. Get a target off, move your stop. Still inside that range. Remember, guys, don't trade in the middle of the range. You're going to trade from the extremes of the range. You're going to do it. A little bit of a ES is starting to chop a little bit, guys. I'm kind of afraid of saying take the W long on the ES, especially since the trend turned down. It is bouncing off support. If you're checking these zones, it is bouncing off support. So you can take a shot at the long trades if you want. I would just mind the pivot on the ES. YM still chopping. I mean, you probably want to be patient on the YM. If you did the short, take the target off, you're flat on the trade, and you wait for the next one. Be patient. I prefer you guys taking the trades from the extremes of the range, not in the middle. Okay. The middle is where you're going to get chopped up. See? Wait for the extremes of the range to take those trades on the YM right now. Yes. Sitting right on the pivot. So you probably either want to confirm with something like a 9-tick rule trade, right? On the ES. I want to confirm with a non-tick rule confirmation or an M, and the M would probably be appropriate at this point, being that close to the pivot. All right, Monica, have a great day. Now you're starting to see a little W form on the YM. Bigger W, as a matter of fact. Bigger W forming on the YM. Two-way trading day, guys. There's your W forming on the YM. Yes, And again, a lot of times today, the ES and YM are going to be mixed. So you might get a good long signal on the YM and a good short signal on the ES. Might happen today. So know that. They're not going to, ES and YM are always going to run in sync with each other. They're just not going to. Targets off on the YM long. You guys grab that YM W long, uptrend, W. See how the W's are working today? Good job, Harold. Got the W. Works. The W back here that we called earlier. Worked. Actually a W that formed, even though it was in high stochastics, even a W that formed on the ES here. This is what you're going to see in a two-way trading day. Right. Throw your stops up on the YM. Stay long. ES as well. Anybody took the long trade above the pivot or pivot break type of trade? Stay long. Did anybody do the pivot break trade on the ES? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. W's on the stochastics sometimes can help show you that a W formed, but a lot of times it's a little misleading. The better W's are when you see something like this come down, and then by the time the W finishes, you've got to hook up on stochastics. That's a better W, Deaton. Stay long, guys. Just squeeze your stops up. So you got to run down on the pivot. Now you got to run back up to the resistance areas. Hey, look at that. Yes, looks like it wants to stay in the downtrend. So you're taking those sell signals, guys. Watching for prior swings. Smooth hooks on stochastics. See? Watching for the prior swings. Probably want to do it with the M, smooth hook and stochastics. I don't want to take a lot of chances this morning, guys. Got to be honest with you. Don't want to take a lot of chances. Get your 1 or 2 good trades in. They may be, on the ES, you may say, all right, you get 4 or 5 points in the bank account, call it a day. YM, you get 70, 80 ticks, 80 ticks in the bank account. You might want to call it a day. You might even call it a day with 50 ticks in the bank account this morning. Just saying. Just saying. And if you want proof, why you might want to be happy with that, guys? Anybody want proof? You want the proof? I'll show you the proof. You can't handle the proof. It's too much, isn't it?
It's a good try, though.
It's a good try. Nobody wants proof why I keep saying what I say today. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with a yes. Look at the chart. And one little rundown. Chop, 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 chop. Look at the chart. Start with the yes. Look at this. Back up again. So after the rundown, a couple little sell signals you could have taken pretty well, which a few people did. Now we're just chopping in a range. Chopping in a range. All you got to do is look at the chart. Chopping in a range. That's why I keep saying what I'm saying this morning. Look at the charts, guys. It's just the range. I told you guys, keep your eye on the range chart. It tells a story right there without having to look at all the price action from the tick chart. This is choppy, messy, hard to deal with. You only take the M trades. So there could be an M forming here in a second, guys. You only take the W trades. Be safe. If you miss a trade this morning, who cares? Be willing to pass on trades today, guys. This is a part of being patient. So we'll show you the same thing on the YM. Why am I being so cautious this morning? Well, look at the chart. After the initial push down, chop, 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 range, range, range. And one little push up, and now you got the M on the YM forming. M on the YM, M on the ES. Targets off on the YM. You should already have your targets off if you did the M on the ES as well. And then watch the markets come back and try to take your stops. So that's why we trade multiple contracts, guys. So you can take your targets off. So how many people did the M on the YM or the M on the ES? Just pointed them out. How many people did that? Sway, nice. Damien, nice. Good job, guys. John, good job. Fritz, nice. Starter, good job,
Nice.
guys.
Everybody did.
Been preaching the M's and W's all morning, and they got it. I love it. This is
People
great.
are listening.
Good job, guys. That makes me happy. Nice job, Matt. That, guys, that makes me extremely happy. Great job. I feel like I'm doing a good job when I ask a question like that, and everybody's like, "Yep, got it. We were patient enough to wait for this," and then boom, the market gave it to you. Yeah, Damien, I've been preaching that all morning. Don't be aggressive on get your targets, and then move that stop to a no lose because the market's going to come back and try to get your stops. That's okay. Be happy with locking in some profits, and then relax the stop on your final contract or final couple contracts, whatever you're trading. Once you get those targets off, then you just chill, just relax. You're guaranteed to make money on the trade once you get your targets off, guys. So just relax. There will probably be a runner at some point today. So how do you trade this? You do what we talked about. You guys got to take quicker targets, smaller targets, move your stop on what you have in remaining balance less aggressively. Just lock in some money on the trade. Doesn't have to be a ton. And if it comes back and gets your stop, you go to the next trade. You made some money. And then you do that a couple times. One of them ends up being a pretty decent trade for you. And those of you on trial that are just showing up, please watch the videos that we provide for you. It'll help you kind of get an idea of what we're doing. Deaton's doing a great Deaton. We're going to change it. Deaton's doing a great job of that. So ask the questions, follow along, watch the videos. And today's Wednesday, so please try to make it to the 9 p.m. training session. Stay short. Just move your stops down some now, guys. Stay short. Just move your stops down a little bit. Good job, everybody. We're going to slow it down a little bit after this, guys. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I've preached all morning. Get 2 or 3 good trades, 1 or 2 good trades. Call it a day after that. Be done. Be happy with the profits you got. And sit back and watch. Switch the sim until the market changes from this choppiness, right? You've got your one good trade right here, the M. You've had it. Got it. All you had to do is be patient. You did the W on the YM, and then you did the M on the YM. You just waited patiently for the M on the ES, and you got it. Now the YM should make a push to below the pivot and get that trend turned down. And we shall all be looking for sell signals at that point. Shell signals, not sell signals. We're going to look for shell signals. It's true, Graham, as well. Commissions will add up quickly. Taking small trades, commissions will add up quickly. All right, good little stop on. Nobody gave me their fill prices, so I don't know where your stop should go. Actually, well, everybody's in, so your minimum stop on the ES is looks like 13 would be a minimum stop on the ES, unless you're already flat with the W forming. The YM, your stop should be at least 395 or higher. So when I say minimum stop, I mean 13 or higher. You're just flat on the ES. We get another chance, one or the other. Get another chance. YM, stay short. Those YM people, stay short. As far as that goes, ES and YM, stay short. As far as that goes, ES and YM, stay short for now. For now. I'm not saying forever, for now. Let it run to that pivot on the YM. Just move your stops a little bit on the ES. With a little pivot run for the YM. No need to be out of the YM short, guys. I mean, as far as that goes, no need to be out of the ES short, just have a generous stop. But you can be flat on the ES. You'll get another opportunity. I would prefer you stay short on the ES because we are starting to get a little bit of a breakdown here. So just stay short, guys, for the near term. Now, what I'm telling you is if you're not already short, don't get short now. Those that were short from the M, just stay short. Pull your stop down, lock in the number of points, the number of ticks, lock in the number of ticks that you personally are going to say, all right, I'm happy locking in this number of ticks on this trade. So unless you give me a fill price and you say, hey, what would be a number of ticks that I need to lock in, I can't help you with that. So if you guys want to give fill prices, then I'll tell you where your stop should be. I'll give you some guides as we go, but got a little W forming now on the YM, so you might want to squeeze those stops down a little bit. 7,379 might be a good spot on the YM. Sorry, I didn't change the chart. 379, probably a good spot. 380, 379. Either way, it's probably about to take you out. Yes. If you're using the generous stop, now you're just making sure that you're at least just a tick or two under the pivot, or you're flat, like I said, on the ES, and you'll get another chance. And like I said, we will slow it down a little bit. After this trade, we will slow it down a little bit. Why? Choppy day. Get your chances, get your opportunities. Be patient. Wait for them. Wait for the swings. Look for the M's and W's. The more defined M's and W's have paid well today. So focus on that. Right now you're probably flat on the YM with this little W forming. Shoot, I keep forgetting to change the charts. Yeah, 1030 reversal. To where? Probably up. Probably up on the 1030 reversal. Nice W trade, Coach Hugo. Nice W trade. Yeah, 1030. Let's see. Where are we going at 1030? Probably to the upside. That changes it globally when I change to a different chart. If you guys want to pop a chart out, thanks. That's a good reminder. If you guys want to move a chart to another screen from mine, one of my charts, there's a little gear icon next to the chart. You can click on that and it says detach. You can detach that chart and move it to another screen if you want. So those of you on trial, you can detach a chart, move it to another screen if you'd like. Just click on the gear icon next to the one I want, when you want, detach it. But yeah, when I do click on a chart, it will change it globally. So to the one I'm talking about. Yeah. So when I change it, it'll change it globally, but you can always click back on the chart you want to see, Deaton, or you can detach it, one or the other.
But it won't change it for everybody. I think that's what he's asking.
Hmm?
I think
Oh,
he's
no, when
asking,
you click on,
yeah,
no, when you click, it doesn't change it globally. Only when I click on a chart does it change it globally.
yeah. It's just us if we come in and out of the room and stuff too.
Yep. And I think what we're going to do this morning, since we're chopping around and we had a couple good trades so far, I think we take a quick coffee break before 10:30.
That sounds
What do you
good.
guys think about that? Quick coffee break before 10:30? Let's do it. All right, let's do a quick coffee break, guys. Stay out of the chop. Unless you're long on the W with Coach Hugo, or you're long on the little breakout here with the ES, unless you're there, you're doing nothing. Stay away from the chop. Trade from the extremes. See how this on the YM here, guys? I'm going to click on the YM chart. Before we take a quick coffee break, see how trading from the extremes, short and long. We said that in the opening comments, guys. Don't get caught in the middle. Trade from these extremes, and you'll do well. Same with the ES. Trade from the extremes. Let the swings happen. Let the swings happen, and then take the next trade. Hey. All right. Quick coffee break. Come back before 10:30. Quick coffee break.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberty Trading Club. Hopefully, you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room for live trade calls, just visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. During your trial with us, you'll have access to the trade room for live trade calls and participation in chat to have your questions answered by our coaches and members. You also will have access to our evening class and training modules and our indicators. After your first free 3 days, membership starts at $149 a month for trade room access. Please like, subscribe, and share.